أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما ربنا زدنا علما ربنا زدنا علما اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا آمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My dear brothers and sisters here, how are you all? Milk yours with the chat box, inshallah. Alhamdulillah, barakallahu fiki, dear sisters and brothers here. Alhamdulillah. Hope and pray that you all are well and good. In best state of health and iman, inshallah. Bismillah ta'ala. Alhamdulillah, barakallahu fiki. So, Alhamdulillah, dear sisters and brothers, we are heading on to the day 8 of this course. And again, let's all begin this session with the rectification of intention that we are going to learn this skill to educate ourselves, to build a career through this, which is in turn a source of rizq halal, inshallah. Dear sisters and brothers, come on, let's all rectify our intention so that we can gain rewards while we are into this course, inshallah ta'ala. So, Alhamdulillah, intend that you're going to learn this to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so that you can serve the deen of Allah through this, inshallah. So let's all begin with the name of Allah, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, by hoping that with the name of Almighty Allah, we actually intend to seek blessings of Almighty Allah through His name, like right, Subhanallah, through His blessed name. So come on, dear sisters and brothers, let's hope to get most out of this day, inshallah. So, Alhamdulillah, let's continue on this journey. And come on, dear sisters and brothers, tell me what did we all learn in yesterday's session? Can you all type in what did we learn in yesterday's class? Day 7 recap. Let's keep this engaging, inshallah, because yesterday was a quite interesting session. Type in, dear sisters and brothers. Alhamdulillah, what did we learn in yesterday's class? Come on, let's see. Very good. Markups, typography, excellent. Social media graphics. Yes, we started off with the social media graphics in the day 6th session, right? So at first we started with the Quranic recitation. Then yesterday we were doing everything regarding Islamic reminders, the quotes or everything, motivational quotes and anything like that. Matching the background elements with the graphics. Yes, excellent. Adding the social media logos, how to design the quotes, how to have a beautiful typography, how to tell your own stories, right? How to narrate your stories through your poster. Excellent, dear sisters and brothers. How to tell your own stories in your own ways, right? Subhanallah. Yes, come on. So these were the things that we had learned, and mockups was an excellent topic. You are not a graphic designer if you do not know what is a mockup, right? Because mockup is a very important concept when we are into this editing. Fine, yesterday we had created these beautiful stuffs, right? Subhanallah. These things were excellently done, right, dear sisters and brothers? Did you all like it? Have you all? Yes, your homeworks were submitted very excellently, and I was just awestruck in looking at your designs. Subhanallah, all of it are pro-level designs. Barakallahu fiki. They're not set back. Now you're just a good creator. Start creating. Create your own pages. Go and start creating your own pages. If you have your any skill with you, any skill in hand, for example, if you're good at writing, if you're good at doing something, good at writing motivational quotes or something like that, come on, start off. You have a very excellent design tool in hand, and now we can just begin on this journey of designing, inshallah ta'ala. So yesterday we had seen some of the beautiful concepts, right? So see here some of this. Yes, we changed this colors using the, which was the option used to change the colors, assign a beautiful color to our designs. Yes, that is a very important thing that you all have to know. The color palettes, right, dear sisters and brothers? Yes. See here, it actually assigns a beautiful coloring for the designs. Yes, in the styles we have something called as color palette. Excellent. And also we learned how to just add beautiful elements to match it with our backgrounds, right? See here, good things take time. Even this was excellently done. And this we drew something like with the hand drawn circles we have drawn, or some lines we have drawn, right? Subhanallah, this was also done excellently. And this was also done excellently. and we had seen how to create our own mockups, right? So see here, this is called as social media mockups. Okay, these are the post mockups, dear sisters and brothers. You can create this easily using the mockups. Fine. See how beautifully the mug mockup is put up, right? This is personalized mugs. You actually get personalized mugs these days, right? They put your own photos there and something like that. So to create that advertisement or something like that, the flyer, this is how you do it, right? So see here, even this one, these ones, whenever, okay, some of the sisters have sent this with the images. Okay, whenever you are putting something on the t-shirt, remember that you have to export the photo in the png format. Okay, in the png format. This is a separate topic. We will deal on this because we have a business on this. Okay, we are into this business, where we are creating the personalized t-shirts. How to do this? This is very excellent business, dear sisters and brothers. What we can do is we can just have your own designs, and we can just customize it based on our own needs, and we can just put it up on the t-shirts, and we can print the t-shirts as such to gift someone, or for ourselves, or for someone in the family. So this is a very excellent business that you can think of, inshallah. Okay, then another, this was the flyer that we had created in yesterday's session, and alhamdulillah, we had created very beautiful and excellent flyers, right? So now, dear sisters and brothers, we are heading on to the day 8 of the session, and as already forwarded in the groups, right? I just forwarded what are we learning today. It's nothing but we are going to design something for the course flyers. Okay, when you are into the editing, very first thing, dear sisters and brothers, that you think of is, I'm good at this, I'm good at that, I'm good at teaching, I'm good at this skill, I'm good at that skill. I can put up my own flyers, and I can just take my own classes. Or if I get any clients who wants me to create the flyers for their own businesses, for their own courses, for their own services, then how should I create the flyers for them, right? Okay. One important thing, everything from the scratch, no use of the templates. Fine. Okay, let's start off. Bismillah. Today we are going to see how we are going to create our own course flyers, or the flyers for the courses by the clients. Okay, clients, if the clients approaches you, for example, someone in the family approaches you, I'm good at this, I just want a flyer to be created for that, for the following business, for example, the crochet business, or for example, for some businesses like mehendi designing or something like that, or from some webinars like mehendi designing. Someone is good at digital marketing, I want a webinar flyer created on the digital marketing. If they ask you, then you have to be able to do this, right? Today, inshallah, we are going to touch all of these concepts, and we are going to see how to create the flyers. Fine, how to create the flyers or the posters. Fine, hope you know what are the posters or the flyers. Is all the same? You're just going to create a flyer, and then that will be printed in the form of the posters or in the form of the pamphlets, right? So everything has a say aspect ratio in different kinds. You just have to select that in your own ways. So today we are going to see how you're going to create your own tutoring flyers, or for someone else, or webinar flyers as well, or service flyers. For example, you have a health practitioner in your home. For example, you have a medical rep in your home. For example, you have someone who is good at graphic designing also, who is good at digital marketing also. You want to provide the service. For example, someone is good at website designing, website developing, and you want to provide the service. So how to create the service flyers also will be dealt today. Fine. We are not into the business page, like we are not creating the business promos, business what we say, business advertisements or something like that. Today we are just seeing something from the service kind. Okay, service. When you are looking into giving service to the people, which are the flyers you will get to encounter. Fine. So in the service flyers, you will be able to even give for example, there might be someone with a mental health consultation. Okay, someone with a mental health consultation service. Okay, and you can just write that we give the service of one call away or something like that. We will see how we can just create such flyers today, inshallah ta'ala. So let's all begin, dear sisters and brothers. Are you all ready? Come on, type in. Ready with the two devices? You must prepare well with these two devices. You have to have one device for the class, listening to the session, another for the live practice. Okay? Because remember, this is a skill we are learning. Alhamdulillah. Ready, set, go. Barakallah fiki. Come on, dear sisters and brothers. Let's quickly begin. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Hope you are learning so much in these classes, inshallah. So come on, let's start to create a design. Okay. Whenever you think of a flyer, dear sisters and brothers, what comes to your mind? For example, the flyer that we had shared with you, right? The flyer that we had shared with you before you joined this course, right? What was this flyer about? It was also a course flyer, correct? Okay. Usually the flyers are always in the same format. It should go well on the WhatsApp, Instagram stories, Facebook stories, and everywhere. So we prefer using just flyer aspect ratio. Come on, dear sisters and brothers, type in flyer here and you will have the flyer aspect ratio. Usually we prefer portrait, okay? Portrait. We don't prefer the landscape kind of flyer. We'll just put the flyer and portrait 5 cross 7 inches. Okay. So I've just added and this is the flyer screen that we have in hand. Okay, Alhamdulillah. So this is the flyer screen that we have in hand. Now we can just start creating whatever flyers we require. For example, first thing that your client has to give you is complete details. Remember, your client must give you, for example, if your client has asked you that create for me a course flyer, I'm going to launch a course on graphic designing. Create for me a graphic designing course flyer, and you need to add these many things. This is the content for the flyer. This is the timings for the course, and everything should be provided by the client. Your job, what is your job? The textual content is by the client. Your job is the designing part. Okay, it's everything about designing. Okay, now we'll just start off with something that we created for the design like a pro course itself, this course itself, because probably at first probably we were finding it, wow, what is this? But now, by now, you must have thought like it's easy. Now we can do it by ourselves, right, dear sisters and brothers? Yes, it is very easy, and you can just do it by yourselves by now, right? So alhamdulillah, let's begin. We'll create the second flyer that we had with the green satin, right? Green satin cloth. What I did was I just added a green satin cloth. Okay, it was probably some emerald type of cloth. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just go to the elements and see if we have some green satin cloth. Okay, I actually used the green satin cloth for designing the second flyer. Probably you all have seen that. Let me just check if we have that. Okay, in the photos. Okay, probably you remember which was the flyer, right? I'll share it after the class, inshallah, just to make sure you're getting that. Okay. One thing, remember, sisters, the things that you have to feel, right. You have to find it. Okay, you have to search for it. I mean, you have to make some efforts to search for a good design. That's important, fine. Okay. What I'll do is, probably that's not visible, the thing that we had used during the design like a pro course, in the design like a pro course flyer. It was something not totally greenish. It was something like probably I don't understand the colors in that. Lightish green. Okay. Emerald green, probably. Green background. Yes, it was something like this. Okay, something like this. I searched emerald green. I just wanted it in this color, and just search for it, and I had applied for that. Okay, I'm just going to create the same again. So I'm searching for the same thing. Uh, it's basically, you don't have to create the same thing. Okay, you don't have to create it as such. Okay, I'll just select this. It's something similar to that one. Okay, you can just set images background. Fine, this is fine for me. Okay. Okay. Then what did I just add? I added the logo. How to add the logos? Dear sisters and brothers, you can add the logos directly, or what you can do is you can just have it in the frame format. Frame. Type frame in the elements, and you'll get a frame. If you want it in the round frame, put a round frame like this, wherever you want, and you can put up your logos inside that. Okay. For example, the logos that we had previously taken, what were those? Okay. I'll select something good. Okay, if I want, I can select this, add to the page. Okay, I'll just add it inside this. Hope you know how to add it inside this, because this is a PNG format. We want it in the JPG because I want it in this round format, right? So what I'll do is I'll select something that was done in the previous batches. I'll just see if we have some Canva images because we had beautiful flyers done previously. Okay. Should I grab? Okay, grab something. Grab a logo that you can put up here. Okay, I'd like to use this. Add it to page. Okay, and then I'll just put it inside this cycle. Okay, this was also a doubt asked by the students, how to add it inside the frame. It's quite easy, right? Did you all like it? You just have to drag it and put it inside the frame. That's all. This is it. It's put it inside the frame. If it was not round, if you wanted to create it round, then you should just put it inside the frame. Okay, this is a blue color. Make sure you're matching it perfectly with the background. Fine. What we do is we import it or export it in different ways. We import it or export it in different colors and keep beforehand. Okay, I'll just use this EDU-SITE wall applier. Right. Okay. Okay. Then you can just write EDU-SITE presence. Okay. I just want you all to create this markup. Let's see, we are just copying it around. It will help you in knowing so many things, fine? Right. Then we will change the fonts also. Fonts are very important. Basically, you don't have to just stick on a single font that appears there. Please remember, you have to change the fonts. You have to make sure you're assigning the beautiful fonts, okay? Presence. Okay, let's go ahead. Then what did we write? We wrote something from the magic, right? Okay, we can just write something like it was written over there, transform your designs to this, to transform your ideas into the stunning visuals. Your ideas to the stunning visuals. Fine. See, for every flyer, like course flyer or something like that, the content is actually important, right? Content is important. You can take the help of the chat GPT. If your client has not provided you well with the designs, you can just take the help from the chat GPT and you can just see to it that you are getting a beautiful content written, fine, excellent content written. Remember that because that's very important. Then what else can you do is you can add some lines to this. Okay, what did I do is I just added a line in between this line. Before adding the transform your ideas to the stunning visuals, probably I had written design like a pro there. Yes. Then in the lines, I used this line. Okay. It's totally up to you, dear sisters and brothers, but I wanted to show you how ideas are generated. This is how you actually make sure you are just putting something here, something there. You have some space here. You can just add this up there. If you want something else there instead of this, you can add it. It's all up to you. But I'm just recreating the design that we had because whenever we share the course flyer, what our students or the people who join will ask whether we'll be able to create this course flyer, the same course flyer that you have sent, whether we'll be able to create that by the end of the course. This is the question that the students ask. So this is one task that we want to do together. Right? So now, design like a pro. Again, I just used a simple text. Come on, write it. We just have to typograph here. Design like a pro. What I did was I did a beautiful typography here. I added design and pro in a bolder format and like in the smaller format. Probably you have this. Okay, if you have this in your WhatsApp, go and check it. I want you all to recreate that. Okay, if you want to recreate this for your own courses, for example, if you think of any cousin or any relative having their own courses or they are up with some online this one platforms, then you can just create something for them instead, right? Design Pro, I just added it in this way and I added something like in a very narrow format. Okay, so I'll add it at the center. I'll take some narrow fonts. Okay, and for this I'll take a bold writing. Fine. So bold. No, why is bold? No. You can take whatever bold fonts are there. We don't have to recreate the same thing, but let's create something that matches that, so that we can expect that we can do something like that. Okay, design, true. Okay, one spacing. Yes, we'll just keep it here, and we can increase it in size if we wish to. Okay, probably it's not matching well, so what we'll do, we'll just send this like a bit this side. Make sure you're adding it perfectly at the center, like it so. Okay. Right. So you can make some changes because final touch-ups are totally dependent on what you would like to do. Fine. Final touch-ups, it's totally in your hand. Whenever you get the time, you can do it. Fine. Because the final touch-up, remember, dear sisters and brothers, whenever you're giving the final touch-up, it actually takes much of your time. Fine. Much of your time. So, okay. Again, the elements, I want to take something like this one. It's too short. Like this one. Okay. I want to increase it in size a bit more. Okay, I'll place it here. All my elements are in white color, so I'll add white color to it. And then if I want, I'll reduce its line weight. Line weight is too thick here. Line weight you can reduce. See, it's some of the combinations. Come on, dear sisters and brothers, try with this. Select some of the effects and see how beautiful you can reduce the transparency. Check this around. Okay, transform your ideas to the stunning visuals. And something was written. Let's just leave that off. And then there was something like skills that you'll learn in this course is nothing but graphic designing. Okay, isn't it easy? Are you all not finding it easy now? Yes, right? Because once when you had started off with this course, probably you had so many doubts. Like how will I be able to create such thing, right? Okay, one more thing, skills that you'll learn. Okay, this is very time consuming. I mean, writing the text and to say, because we are in the live class, we have to produce so many designs. We have to learn to design so many designs. So I think we'll just skip the writing text out of text writing, fine. So I'll just show you some important things that you have to know, fine. Skills that you'll learn. And for underlining, there's an option called as underline here. Dear sisters and brothers, you can just look into that and you can use the underline button. And one more important thing here, you can just change the text as well for something bolder for the headings, something different for the headings, something like that. Okay, skills that you learn. This is too bold for us to go. Okay, see this thing of selecting the fonts is also very important because you cannot create something as such, right? Don't create anything like with one font and one edge, another font and another edge. No, dear sisters and brothers, make sure you're creating it very beautifully. Please make sure that you're creating it very beautifully because you don't have to settle for a low grade design. You have to create a design that is stunning, and you have to create a design that you feel that this is perfect and your viewers will like it, inshallah. So unless and until you are satisfied with your designs, do not stop there. Who can join was written. Then there was some underlining. You can just select and give some formatting. If you are with the cell phones, you have something called as formats here, and you can just underline that. Or there would be some options here itself. You can just go ahead with that. For this, bolden is not there. You have something like this to make sure you're going to this one, this side. Okay, this is a bulletin options that you have. Another option is this one. And you have something called as effects, and the effects you have curve and uh, this is all not required. And underlining is in the three dot button. You can just click and underline, fine. And the three dot button over here because the screen does not take much of the content, so it's just giving me this much, fine. Okay, who can join? Then the bulletins were used. That's quite easy to use the bulletins. If you want, you can use the bullets from here itself, from the text itself. Or what you can do is you can select the options it from the various options. For example, I'll change the text for now. Okay. So I don't want it underlined. Now I just want bullets here. Here you just can click on the bullets and you can type in whatever you want. For example, skills that you'll learn, it was like flyer making, video editing, photo editing, graphic designing, business flyer, something like that. So 4 to 5, 3 to 4 options were written here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm just writing something because it's time consuming to write everything, right? So what I do, I preferably do is I copy and paste the text. I put my text on the WhatsApp, somewhere in the WhatsApp or in the notes, or whichever the notes you have, or in the reminders, wherever you keep. You can just keep your text in the notes, and then you can just copy and paste whenever you wish to. Or whenever you have the clipboards will help you in excellent way. If you are with the Android device, basically Samsung, you will have clipboards and all of your text would be copied there. So you can just make use of that. Then I just wrote somewhere here, all ages. And then we had used something like the this ones here, labels here. Okay, we call it as a labels, or you can also make use of the headers or the footers. Okay, header. Come on, type in something called as header. Just see, you can just make use of something like this if you wish to. Okay, something like this if you wish to. Something like this if you want. Okay, just see how many headers are there here. I'll show you how to use it in next 2 slides, next 3 slides, inshallah. Do not worry. Okay, you can use it in this format, in the headers format, or you can just type in label there. Fine, label. Over there it was written like when is our course starting up, right? Okay, this labels you can use. I'll use 2 labels here. One for when is the course starting up. Probably it was written like this in the half, and then duplicated, and somewhere here I wrote register now, and the midst register now, and then a contact information was given. Probably yes. We can just write the phone call here. Just see here we have it all in the elements format. We'll just take this, grab it up, and if you because all of our elements are in white color, make sure you are selecting the elements in which you can change the colors, right? This one, and then I added a location bar location. Okay, I want you all to write whatever I am writing in the elements bar, dear sisters and brothers. Whatever I'm searching on the elements, I just want you all to write it because that is very important. The elements, selecting the right elements, selecting the right keywords to get the right elements. Okay, some of the excellent things that we have learned in previous sessions, I'll just tell you. Our labels, probably you remember labels we used. Then we used something called as today we use something called as headers. Okay, headers are important. Then borders we used something called as footers. We use something called as okay, all of these labels that are required you can just use. Then location was added, Zoom, and then the phone call number was added. Then register now was written here, and then we added a device there, cell phone, right? How to add that? It's nothing but you can just type cell phone. Cell phone. It's not icon, it's cell phone. Just type cell phone or the smartphone and see if you have the cell phone in different ways. If you do not have it in this way, you can just go to the mockups. Okay, you have a mockup here and this green thing. Okay, why did I actually choose the green background was because it has a green this one, a green panel. So I added a green background behind. Okay, that was the reason why I selected green. Now then what did I do? I added another flyer that we had created. We actually have the base flyer which we create usually for the graphic designing. Okay, this one was the base flyer. Okay, it's here. It's here, dear sisters and brothers. Okay, I will just add it to the page. Now, if I want, I'll just put it inside this. See how beautifully we can just create the mockups, right? Now, did you all find it very easy? Now, you can say that this is created so easily, right? Yeah, sisters and brothers, come on, type in. Let's see the chat box. It is okay. Isn't it quite easy to do this? Yes, right? Okay. Okay, can the color of the PNG image be changed? Yeah, sisters, you just have to do it from the scratch. So I told you whenever you're going to do it, do a logo, design a logo, you have to create it for the darker backgrounds, lighter backgrounds, create it in the multiple copies and keep beforehand itself because that is very important because you have one logo in hand, right? One logo in hand that you have to select. So make sure you're having it in all the colors, fine? How do you blur a photo that is selected? You just can reduce its transparency. Fine. So see here, this was the actual copy of the flyer that we had created. See, it's over here, right? Okay, I'll just put it up in another page so that you will understand. You'll just get an idea how it was created. See, now in this class, we just created the same thing, right? How is the transparency reduced? There is a button over there. When you select an image, there is something called as transparency. This is transparency, opacity. We call it as opacity usually. You just have to click on it and reduce it. That's all. Reduce the transparency of the image. Okay, done. Alhamdulillah. So this was the actual this one that we had created. And the same thing, another course flyer that we had in the picture is this one that we had shared with you when you wanted to join. Okay, it was this one. So how did we actually design this? This is the same thing. We added a background. I selected a black background. You can just search in the elements and you can just search for it. And this one, these ones I used the type gradient because the colors are should match with the golden thing. Okay. So and then this one, dear sisters and brothers. These are the borders thing. I already told you. Come on, write in the elements borders. Right, in the borders you will have something like this. This and this borders I have added to two sides. I have a dual side, and then I have added a logo there. See here, I have added a logo here, logo, and I gave it a shadow. Okay, I gave it a shadow. And then what happened? And then I used the labels. And the labels, I changed the colors. Okay, changed the colors into the gradient format, dual. It was something yellowish and the brownish. Okay, a golden and brown. I mixed it up with two, and then this was all the content. This is all easy. This just copy paste. And this is the QR code generation. I'll teach you how to generate the QR code. This is the Canva logo. This is also a button. This is a power button, power on button that I used. And also this is a timing button. JPG, PNG, all of these are okay. And these things, dear sisters and brothers, these are nothing but bulletins. You can just write bullet in the bulletins in the elements and you can just discover that. And all of it is very easy. Isn't it easy now? Can you all just mention to me whether you are able to track down whatever has been used here? Yes, right? Because it's very, very easy to do in the excellent design tool that we are using, correct? Alhamdulillah. So let's start with another design now, inshallah. Okay, okay, I'm not able to use mockups. How to make QR codes? It will be explained, dear sisters and brothers, in the upcoming sessions. Okay, we have a separate class in which we are going to learn about business flyers, business cards, in which we are going to learn about the QR code. That's quite easy. Fine. Now we'll design some flyers for the webinars or some Islamic courses or something like that. Come on, let's all do it together, okay? Probably these two. Apart from these two, we have so many in hand that we can create. Okay, now let's head on. We have a design here. We have something. What we'll do, we'll just start with the elements. We'll select, we'll just directly see if we have some good things. We'll go to the shapes. We'll add a circle. We'll add a circle. Done. I've added a circle here. So what I'll do, I'll add it at the half of the page. I want the page in different formats, in a half thing, half of the page be or something, and half of the page be something like that, right? So what I'll do, I'll just add it like this. Okay, if I want, I can even rotate that, but for now it's fine. Okay, then I want to add something. Okay, I'm creating a webinar flyer. Okay, what is my content that I want to put is, I'm creating a webinar flyer in which I'm going to give a webinar on designing the flyers, fine, designing the flyers, course flyers or whatever. So it's okay, webinar on, okay. I'll just write the content because before just heading on to the selecting the elements, I'll just make sure I have the content written. Webinar on what I'm doing, webinar on designing the graphic designing or just graphic designing. If it's a webinar, we actually take it for a single day, right? Single session. So what I'll do, designing the Islamic fires. Let me write designing the Islamic flyers. Fine. Or course flyers or whatever. Come on, my sisters and brothers, you can write in whatever you like here. Webinar on this designing, crochet designing, or we had Mehndi designing webinar, her workshop. You can write if you wish to, or whatever. Okay, then I want to add something that is related to that. So what I'll say, I'll get some ideas when you go to the elements. Okay, so you can just go on to the elements and see webinar. something like webinar. Okay, what is my webinar based on? It's based on designing, right? So I'll just write designing here instead of that. Okay, I'll just grab something that I like from this. So this is better. This will be used if possible. Okay, we can add this. And what else? What else? What else? If you have something in hand that you want to add, live webinar is not required. We'll add this one, webinar. Okay, something that you wish to add, you can just grab it up from there. Okay, okay, okay. What else? Okay, it will be on the Zoom platform. So I'll take this and keep it somewhere here. Okay, this is how you actually get to designing. Fine, you don't have anything in mind, you don't know how to create, but how to start off, it is nothing but with ideas itself, with the ideas itself. Fine. So now we'll see what else, what else, what else. Okay, okay, we are done. It's enough for now. Then what I'll do, I'll just grab some photos on the webinars. Okay, how am I going to teach that webinar? It's on the online mode. What am I going to teach on? It's about the graphic designing. So what I'll do, I'll grab this one. Fine. I want to add this inside this circle. Okay, how to add it on this shape? Dear sisters and brothers, this was a question that was asked in previous by some students in a last session. So see here, what you have to do is you have to just grab another frame. Okay, add a frame. Go and add a frame, round frame again. Now you should match it well with this one, right? Okay, let me match it well with this round thing. What we'll do, we'll just keep it somewhere here. I've matched it well with the round thing. Okay, if I want to increase it, I'll increase it. I'll keep it like this. Yeah, beautifully arranged it, right? Now I can just add this inside this. Understood? This is how I can do it very easily. Now, if you don't want this, it's not actually matching well because half part of the design is gone. So what I'll do, I'll see if I have something good that stays specifically at the bottom of the page. So I'll just type designing. One photo that I need that will help me out. Okay, this one I'll check whether it will be helpful. Okay, this is helpful. So I'll just grab this up. No, not yet. No, this is totally off the topic. Select something that you like. Okay, select something that goes well with the design. Fine, that is also important. Okay, I think something that was previously added that actually went well with the design. Okay, this one. Fine. So I'll just settle down with this one. Fine. So now see how did we add the frame? Probably all have understood. We just added a round frame and then we added a background to that. That's all. Then we'll just change the fonts. We'll just change the fonts in beautiful ways. We can just arrange it as we like. Webinar on designing the Islamic flyers. Okay, let it be bolder. Probably does not have a bold thing. Impact. Let's see this one. Designing the Islamic flyers. Okay. Usually what is written when you have to use a webinar, you have to know a speaker, right? Okay, we'll just arrange it somewhere here and there. I have to know about a speaker, so I'll just add a photo. Like how to add a photo of someone, you can just type in, for now, I'll just add a Muslima photo. Okay, let me see if we have someone here. Okay, let's move on. Okay, I'll just grab this one. I'll add it here. Okay, I can mention the speaker name. Fine, what I'll do, I'll just duplicate this. I'll keep it here. Speaker. Okay, you should mention so many things, right? Remember, textual content is your client's job. It's your client's job. Or if it's your job, then you have to do it beforehand itself. Before you're going into the editing, you have to do it beforehand using the chat GPT or somewhere, or you can just look into the Google and search for the textual content that you want to write. Fine. So I'll just write it. Okay. I can add it here itself. Speaker Mishal, we can write the degrees there, whatever, like for example, whatever we want to mention there. Okay. If it's not bolder, we'll see if we have some bold font. No, not yet. Okay. Make sure you're matching it well with the with all of the text that are here. Fine. Okay. This is fine for me now. Okay, then next, what are the things that you have to add? You have to add the stuffs like this one, that one. Where is it conducted? When is it conducted? When is this webinar going to take place? Or I'll just layer it up to bring to front, and I'll just place this webinar bike icon here. Okay, remember coloring is not yet done. You know, with the good coloring only this looks good, correct? Okay, then you can mention the timings. So to mention all of it, you can just add some blobs or the footers, headers. You can see, you can select and see what beautiful things you can add, dear sisters and brothers. I'll show you some of the things that you can add very beautifully. Something like this. See here, if you want to mention something like this and add here, you can add it very beautifully. Like this is held on Zoom. See, when it is sent back, what you have to do, you have to click on the three dot button and layer it up to bring to front like this. Okay. Okay. Or you can mention here Zoom class. Okay. It's all to be written, but I do not prefer writing now because it will waste our time. We have so much to do. Fine. Then you can just write when is it conducted, where is it conducted, on which place, and about what, about something about the webinar as well. Fine. Now this much is enough. Now colors are not matching. Colors are not matching. What are you going to do? Same thing, designing styles. Come on, just go to the something called as color palettes, right? It will help you in excellent ways, dear sisters and brothers. Come on, try this out. See here, it's actually giving the design a very excellent look, right? Mashallah. Just create a beautiful design. And if you don't like some of the colors, I want you to change it. Okay, do not worry if you feel like it's not good color, it's not a good color to go with. Change it. You actually have something in hand. You can change the colors. For example, this color, this hijabi color is not looking good. You just can change whatever you like to. Okay, come on, try it out with different things, different colors. See, even this looks good, right? So it's all up to you. And if you want to add something in the background, for example, this background is looking so what we say, so dullish. Okay. So what we can add is we have so many things to add in the background. We can just make use of something like, okay, just I remember we can add something like, there's something called as tones. Okay. Okay. It's called half tone. Remember half tone. Can you just write it in a book or somewhere separately? Half tone. See, a half tone is nothing but it gives you some patterns like this. If you feel like this pattern, you can add this pattern behind. You can add it and reduce its transparency. Here you can reduce its transparency. It looks good actually. Okay, if you don't like this half tone, select something else. See these half tones. Okay, somewhere here if you wish to add. If you feel like your background is it's just what we say, it doesn't have anything in hand, you can add these half tones and reduce the transparencies and send it to the back if you wish to. Layer and send to back. Half tones. I want you all to write this half tone. Okay. See some of the elements. Elements are very important. The searching of or selecting of a right element for your design is very important. Okay. Or else the designers can even a kid can design this, but dear sisters and brothers, they can do it from the templates but not from the scratch, because to do it from the scratch you have to be able to know how to use the elements in a very excellent way. Send to back. See how beautifully we did it, right? So we just added some half tones to this. If you want, you can add half tones to the entire picture. If you want the background to be only single whitish color, you can make use of this half tones. Okay, half tone. Probably you have understood what are these, right? Okay, alhamdulillah. So, okay, designed it. We have designed one flyer. Now everything is textual content. Whatever you want to add is a textual content. And now if you want to add some labels here, label, you can add labels, and then everything is textual. I don't want to touch that textual topic, so I'm just leaving it for you to do with, dear sisters and brothers. Okay, you can use this. Now you have to change the color. You can place it here and you can just mention when is it conducted, where is it conducted, and more, right? For the yellow thing, we'll add this color or the color that is on this one. Okay, the same colors we have to add, and then we just have to write the content. Textual content is very important, right? Okay, done. So this is simple flyer that we have created. So by now we have created 2 flyers. Alhamdulillah, we are done. Let's move ahead with another flyer. Come on. Do it all along. If you miss anything, come on, just leave it. Textual content. If you are writing the textual content and sitting, then it gets difficult to cover the topic. So come on, dear sisters and brothers, move ahead. Once you are done with the element assigning here and there, and also color combinations must be selected very excellently. Right? Okay. Next thing that I want to do is again about the webinar. It's fine. Okay. We just don't need about the webinar. What we'll do is we'll do something about the tutoring or something like okay, for example, if your client has told you I'm opening a online tutoring, this one, I want you to create a flyer for me. Okay. You just have to ask about which tutoring you are creating, right? Which tutoring you are going for. Okay. Now, for example, they are good at maths and they want a maths tutoring session, or something like if they are a mehendi design artist and they want to create a self-service flyer on the mehendi design, then you can just go with that. Now for the mathematics, to get the ideas, you just type maths in the elements. Okay. Maths in the elements, and you have these things. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll select this one itself. The very first thing that is here, I selected it. It is in white color. So what I'll do, I'll change the color of this to black. We have taken the second thing that is here. Now I'll add it to the entire background. See, what did I do? I added it to the entire background. Okay, now you can even decrease the transparency. Come on, decrease the transparency. Decrease the transparency because you want a background. It is not a background that we are assigning. It's just that you are giving a touch up that this is a online. I mean, this is a mathematics session, mathematics related flyer. Okay, we're just giving it a touch up. Fine. Then now what else we can use? We can use something here, something there, whatever you wish to. It's totally up to you. Okay, because I'm finding all of this in front of me, so I'm just trying to use these things here and there. If you wish to use it, if you don't like, not use it. It's totally your designing. These are the ideas that I'm giving, and this will be very helpful for you usage of the elements while you are understanding the usage of the elements. Fine. So remember the elements that I have told you in this class. You have to remember it all. Fine. So next thing. Okay. Then we just have to write the content. Now it's totally up to you. You can write the content. How to write the content? Before writing the content, if you want to go ahead with the photos, add for the background, you can select a beautiful background also. If you go to the photos, then you must have something like a background, right? And the background you must have something, a space to write on, a big space to write on. So let's see if we have a photo with much space to write on. Okay. Can we select this? Set image as background. Yes, probably this can go well. Okay, this will go well. Now we can just write whatever we wish to write on it. So do you need a math tutor? Okay, then we just have to include different things in this tutoring, I mean, flyer. For example, okay, what should I write? I have no idea. Let's start off. Okay, let's start with the textual content. Okay, learn maths. Learn maths. Okay, you can use whatever you like. Come on, whichever way you like, you can just put it up in. Fonts are very important. Yes, sisters and brothers, select the fonts in a very beautiful way. For example, for this font, I'll just see some of the handwriting kind of. Okay. Alex Blush, yes, learn maths. I'll duplicate the same thing. For this, I'll take some bold fonts with the Michelle. Okay, with the Michelle, I'll write it in this one. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just overturn this up. Michelle. So what I'll do, learn maths, I'll write it in a bolder format for all of its const, and for this, I'll write this one with the Michelle. Okay. Or you can write your own this one. For example, EDU-SITE presents. You can put your own logos there if you have it with the anything with the organization. And you can put your own logos there. Learn maths. Then you can just write online. If it's an online platform, online tutoring, you can just write somewhere here, online. What I'll do is I'll just make sure this is also a bold font, online. And I can mention some things in details. For example, learn to learn to crack down your doubts, or whatever. Okay, You can just mention whatever you like. For example, make some maths fun again. This was probably mentioned in the flyers that I used recently. Make maths fun again. Okay, it's totally based on the textual content, yes, sisters and brothers. Textual content should be selected very wisely. Okay, make maths fun again. Textual content should be selected wisely. If it's given by the client, then you don't have any work to do. You just have to create one beautiful this one, and that's all. Okay, make maths fun again, and you can just write whatever you wish to. For example, learn mathematics, these subjects, whoever the ages are there, you can mention from this class to this class, or you can mention the class will be taken online. Okay, if I want to write online, I wanted to write online there. So you can just write it in the format of the elements only. I'll see if we have any element that can give me the online picture. I'll just take this if I wish to. We can just put this up and we can put online inside that if you wish to. It's totally up to you how well you want to see online education in this way. If you want to arrange, you can arrange and keep here. And then you can add something like a maths tutor. If you want to add the profile of the maths tutor, you can add it. And then you can add joiners if you want to add it with the labels. Just select some beautiful labels and add it. For example, just selected this label, add it here, one label, two label. If you want to arrange it in like in this way, add it like this. Come on, dear sisters and brothers, make it look very excellent. Duplicate it. And then contact, again, contact us now somewhere here. Okay. Then if you wish to add join us, contact us is done. If you wish to add some other things like online is over, then we will just select some maths related the things. Okay, maths related things are already added up. So what we can do is, okay, let's see what we have in hand. Okay, it's all how you get the ideas, right, dear sisters and brothers, and also the elements will create key role when you're selecting the things. Okay, selecting the things. Okay, if you wish to add this somewhere here, you can add it, or you have to mention so many things around here, right, here and there, right? So we'll just copy the text here and there and place it. Okay, so make sure you're writing so many things that are required here, right? Okay, make maths fun again. I wrote it again because we have to add the textual content in that place. So isn't it looking good? Good. It's yes, it is. It is done. It's very excellently done, right? So we have to select a beautiful background, elements, and the labels, and as well as whatever register now, join now. You just have to fill these things up with that. Okay, that's all. If you want to change the label colors or the colors of the text, then again you can go ahead with the styles and change it. Right? You just have to go ahead with the combinations, or you can go ahead with the color palettes. Go to the color palettes and change the colors. Done. Hope you are. This one will serve a very excellent purpose, dear sisters and brothers. This is what is this called? This is nothing but our color palettes, right? Come on, make sure you are just arranging it so well, inshallah. So hope you are finding this color palette a very excellent tool on the for a designer. So I always tell you it's a very excellent tool for you as a graphic designer, because so we dealt about it on the very second session of ours, right? Very third session. So select this in different colors, whichever colors you like. Okay. Make sure you select beautiful colors. I'm showing different combinations, dear sisters and brothers, okay, so that you can produce it well. Okay, do it until you are satisfied with the colors, right? Then I'll just add another page. Now, okay, this thing now we are going to create something together, dear sisters and brothers. This was for you and me, for everyone, for all of you. Okay, for whoever is here, this you all must do. Okay, if you are not done with all of these three, leave it out, leave it out. And this thing you have to do. This is an important thing. This should be retained till the end of this course, and you have to make edits in this itself. Okay, in this, or you can create your own another thing, and you can just make some edits. Fine. So this thing that we're using currently, dear sisters and brothers, is this flyer that we are making now. You should do it in your own ways, fine, in your own way. I'll just teach you one way of doing it. You can just do it in your own ways, fine. So now, what is the topic that we are going ahead with? It is called as flyer editing service or graphic design service. Okay, graphic design service flyer. Okay, what are we going to intend through this? We are going to make this for ourselves. Okay, this is for each one of you. Everyone who is present here must do this. Okay, all of our students must do this. This is till the end of the course. Fine, this should be retained till the end of the course, and after the course you have to publish it here and there. Okay, so now this is the graphic design service flyer. We have to put your own names here, and you have to put it as a graphic designer. If you're not confident that you're a graphic designer, you just can put that editor, and you just can put photo and the video editor instead. Okay, then you can just put the cell phones, who to contact. You have to put your personal number there. Fine, and this is a task for today. You have to publish that on your WhatsApp stories or Instagram or somewhere, wherever you wish to. Okay, what is this? Flyer editing service or graphic designing service? Who is going to give? You are going to give this service to the clients, inshallah. So you just can mention your services, my services provided. Logo, by now you have understood how to design the logos, right? Logo editing service. Then course flyer, you have understood. Then how to make your own Islamic flyers, you have understood. Islamic flyers, you can write code flyers. You can write social media graphics. Remember, social media graphics, you can write. That's an important concept that will earn a handsome amount for you. And then you can also mention the course flyers, service flyers also. You can write whatever service flyers you wish to give. And you have to leave some blank spaces, because from tomorrow onwards you're going to learn about business sale flyers, presentations, and business cards, and much more, brochures. Okay, you have to write it all in the design. Fine, you have to write it all in your design. Come on, we'll just create a mock-up. I mean, we'll just create a simple design, and after this you have to keep on adding something to it, and you have to create a masterpiece, and then you have to publish it at the end of the course, or today itself. If you are confident with the designing things, you can just publish it here and there. You can also publish it on the freelancing websites as well. Okay, this is the thing that you're going to do it for yourself. Come on, give your time, just at least 5 to 10 minutes after the class. Stay back and create it excellently. Fine, I'll just give you some ideas. Let's start off. I'll just start with the creation of text box, because the content is important here. So what I'll do, graphic designing service, I'll just add graphic designing service. Okay, designing. What I'll do, I'll just make sure I'll add it in the different typographies. Okay, I want to develop it in different typography. So what I'll just add graphic designing here. Then I'll write service here. Service. I'll add it somewhere here. Okay, for this graphic designing, I'll write it in the. Okay, I usually prefer doing it in this way, dear sisters and brothers. One in the italicized, one in the handwriting format, and another in the bolder format. So it actually helps you. It actually gives a good looking texture for your content. Okay, so let me just see what is beautiful handwriting. Okay, graphic designing. Okay, this doesn't looks good. Not even this. Let it be a big bit of handwriting, kind of cursive kind of. No. Select something that you like, right? Again and again, I'm telling you. Okay, this is not okay. Not okay. Okay, faithful font I just selected. Okay, this is fine for me now. Okay, graphic designing service, I'll write it in the narrow itself, narrowed text, or I can write it in some other text formats in which I should get some spacing. Okay, service, no. Okay, let it be this one, for filling kind of. Okay, let me just, no, I just want it in the simpler format. Come on, dear sisters and brothers, it's your work, it's your design. Do it very beautifully. Okay, please do it very beautifully, because this is your design that you're going to use it for yourself. Fine. Okay, services here, graphic designing, I just added somewhere here. Okay, we didn't add the background, so it's not looking good. Okay, we are not yet done. We just have begun, right? We just have begun. So don't worry about the outcome yet. Okay, graphic designing service. You can even write that who is presenting this. For example, if you wish to write about your logo, if you want to add your own logo. Okay, I'll just do it. Go ahead with the logo and then start off. Okay, you can also write your names. For example, your own name logo. This is Sister Salwa Rasool. I'll just add a logo that we had created for her. So we'll add Salwa Rasool presents graphic designing service. or presence is fine. Probably you can just write it in your own ways. Or if you are with a organization, I mean, for example, if you're having it like your own pages on the social media creator pages, you can add your own page name. For example, the page name, like recently who had there was someone with a named as Straight Path. Okay, they have their uh, own Instagram handles, YouTube handles, and something like that. So they wrote less Straight Path Presence graphic designing service. Okay, something like that. Or Straight Path provides for you the graphic designing service, something like that. Select the text wisely. Okay, textual content, select it very wisely. And then if you wish to presence, you can write presence as well. So graphic designing service, then you can just add some of the sentences, whatever you wish to. For example, I'll write your imagination, and our creation, something like that. If you wish to, you can add something, some quotes like that. Your imagination, or your vision. We can create it into our passion, right? We can start off with those words: your vision, our passion, comma, our passion. Okay. There's just this textual content that you can add in your own flyers. Fine. Okay, colors will be selected later. Fine, colors will be selected later. Then you can just write your own service, your vision, our passion, or you can write your imagination, our creation. Fine, something like that. And then we will just write what are our services. You can just write our services in the label if you wish to. We'll just go ahead with the label. Label. Okay, I'll take this label itself. I'll add it here. One important thing, background is not selected, so just not looking good. So I'll just have a background first, because probably I'll take a red background if I wish to. Red background. Okay, this is quite reddish. No, I wanted it something like violetish. Okay, I'll search for it. Okay, this is excellent. I'll just change it to the set image as a background. Now this should be all white, right? All whites. Okay. If you want to change the colors, you can do it later, right? Okay, graphic designing service, your vision, our passion. You can write it somewhere here, or you can write it in any other text format instead of this. Your vision, our passion. Smaller text. Okay. Make sure this thing that you're adding, the logo, should align well with the background. Remember that, okay? So I'll delete that. I want it in the whites, so I just deleted it. So I already told you to grab your logos in different colors. Fine, I'll just add this EDU-SITE logo. I want it to match this, so white is matching. I'll just add it here. Okay, EDU-SITE presence, I'll write. That's better. EDU-SITE presence, graphic designing service, or provides for you, or something like that you can mention. Or it's totally up to you how you want to arrange things into graphic designing service. Okay, come on. Now you can just write your services, whatever service you're going to provide, dear sisters and brothers. Come on, dear sisters and brothers. Our services here itself you can mention. I'll just copy this up. I'll just paste it here. This is in white color, but we have to make sure it should go well with this white, right? So I'll make it into the black. Okay, you're going to tell about the services. Our services. What services are you going to provide? Okay, come on, dear sisters and brothers, do along with me. Designing service, our services. For this, I need some good font. Let me select some good font. Okay, our services. Come on, dear sisters and brothers, write down whatever the services you can give for your clients. This is the thing that you're going to do for yourself. This is very, very, very important. You must do it all. Everyone must submit it. As a homework today, if you don't submit any other thing, you have to submit this one. Our services. Sit back after the class, give for yourself at least 5 to 10 minutes, and then just see how you can develop a beautiful business out of it, inshallah ta'ala. Do something for yourself. This is the thing that you're going to do for yourself. Our services. I'll just write it here itself. Okay, now you can add it with the bulletins. Okay, bulletins. Bulletins. It's too far, right? So you can just give the alignment to the left side. Now, come on, dear sisters and brothers. Right, what are the services that you want to provide? Logo designing, okay, designing, then enter, and then what about, dear sisters and brothers? What about a bit of flyers? You can just mention eye-catching flyers, eye-catching flyers, okay, eye-catching flyers. Come on, you have to do this for yourself. Flyers, okay, then you write business flyers. You have to write this, come on, business flyers, business sales flyers, okay, write this because in the upcoming 2 to 3 sessions you'll learn it all, okay, business sales flyers, okay, next enter it up, and then wedding invitations you'll learn, inshallah, wedding invitations, invitation cards, anniversary cards, whatever you, whichever topic you know, mention that here. Business cards, write this please, business cards, brochures you will learn, business cards, brochures, come on, and then Quranic flyers, Islamic flyers, come on, write it all, Quranic flyers, even the videos, dear sisters and brothers, Quranic flyers, recitation videos, Quranic recitation videos, Quranic tilawa videos, or Islamic flyers, quote flyers, motivational quotes, or instead of that, if you want to write it all inside one, you can write social media graphics, social media graphics, and today's course flyers or service flyer, you can, if you want to write, you can write, okay, come on, write it all. So I'm done writing. Please write more of it, whichever is will be included in the syllabus, inshallah. Please write it all, leave some space as well because you have to write there. Okay, now you can mention if you want another label, we'll take some labels, label, and we'll just write so what is the label? I'll just select this label, get your designs now. This is copied, pasted, get your designs now, and you just have to write the contact number, fine, get your designs now, designs now, okay. All of these designs, if you want to mention it as an arrow mark, just write arrow here, and you have so many things that will help you out in the arrow format. So here, if you wish to add it, something like this, all of these services will be provided by get your designs now, and then you can just mention to me below this, you can then just mention this one, the phone call, phone number. I mean the phone, to mention the phone number, you just have to have a logo there, right? Okay, mention a logo there. Okay, I'll just put it here, wherever you like. If you wish to like add it at the center, add it at the center, like this. And also if you are on the if you have a page on which you're adding your designs, you can show them your designs as well, okay, Instagram page, Facebook page, or email ID. If you want them to contact, you can just mention it here and there, okay. Then why you're going to choose this, because that will be actually mentioned in the flyers. Why choose this? Because I'm going to give you the affordable ratings, okay. You can just take this away and put it here somewhere, or you can just write it with the simple things as well. You can just duplicate this, right? Why chooses, why choose us, okay, question mark you can put, and you can just start off by writing you'll get the affordable pricing, and also the you will get the premium edits, and also I'll give you the multiple revisions, and also what else. You can just mention this itself. I'll copy and place it here. It's totally up to you. Refer the chat GPT for it if you wish to. If not, this font is not looking good. Please change the font, okay? Please change the font. I want it a bit slightly smaller. Will I take this? Yes, this is also going well. Make sure you use some beautiful fonts that goes well with the background. Okay, this one. No. Selection of the font is very important. You are the graphic designers now. You have to select a beautiful font. Fine, this is good. Okay, I'll just place this here. And again, this also should go with the same thing. Why chooses? Again, you have to mention everything here. Why is it? Because I'm going to edit only halal content. I'm going to edit music free content or something like that. And also you can mention, I can give you, make it according to your own will. I'll make it customizable or something like that. that, something like that, whatever you wish to mention, please mention that. You can take the help from the chat GPT, and you can mention whatever you wish to. Fine. Okay, then you can add some things like this. Some important things like hurry up, hurry up. There is a discount going up now. There is an early bird discount, or usually we mention that, right? Hurry up. This you can use. Hurry up. If you want to, we'll just use it somewhere here. Hurry up. Okay, then early bird discount. Usually this is added if you wish to early bird offer or an early bird discount. Okay, let's see what is in. I'll take this one. I'll add it here. I'll just early bird special. Okay, there is an offer going on right now, and you can add something like this one: hand drawings, hand drawing. Okay, see your hand drawing, or you can do it with the hand, like yesterday I did it, hand drawing, like this, circle hand drawn. Probably yesterday you have seen hand drawn circle. I'll write hand drawn circle. It should feel a bit like a touch, your own touch there. Hand drawn circle or something like this. Okay, yesterday I did it with my own, this one, right? So you can take this one as well if you wish to, and add it here. It's in black, you have to make it white. Okay, make sure you make it white. And even this early bird discount, you can make it white. If you wish to make it more bigger, make it bigger and place it somewhere here, and make sure the layer is sent to back, so that this one, if you want to change the color this to white, change it to white. Okay, early bird discount. Now you can add also something like what is your pricing here. You will get designs at just rupees 500. You will get 5 designs for 500 rupees, something like that. For early birds only, 5 designs, I mean 5 social media graphics for 500 rupees. You can mention that. And also here, there is a spacing here, dear sisters and brothers. There's some space left here. Add something here. In this space, please add something like welcome to the editing, welcome to an approach wherein you will have an approach of in which your vision will be converted into a excellent outcome, or something like that, excellent designs or something like that. It's totally up to you. And also here and there you can mention your own designs. For example, you can add your own designs in this. How to add that? Go to the elements, go to the frames, select one square frame or round frames, whichever you wish to. Square frames, I want the square frames with this one, what we say. Okay, it does not have a border, so what I'll do, I'll take one frame like this, square frame like this. Okay, I'll add the bordering to it. There's a border. Okay, border weight, I'll add border. Okay, white colored border, I'll change to white. Okay, now I'll place this ships here. I can add 10 of it if I wish to. I'll duplicate this, I'll add somewhere here. I'll duplicate this. All of my designs I can add. First, you can add your own logo there inside that. Yesterday's designs you can add. Okay, you make sure you are sending something upwards, something backwards. Okay, like this. Okay, you can mention here and there, like this. Okay, what did I do? I just added the frames. Now you have to add your own, what we say, your own designs in that, right? What are the designs that you have? Yesterday you did it, right? So this design, I'll add one several design, this design. Okay, I'll add this design, this design, this design. How to add it, I'll show you. See here, it's quite easy, right? Probably you all have understood. I'll add to the page. See, all of this are added to the pages. Let's just add this here. Drag and drop it inside the frame. Drag and drop it inside the frames. Come on. Drag and drop. Drag and drop. Drag and drop. See, this is how you actually are giving the idea of what am I going to design, what I have designed previously. Okay, then if you want to make sure, okay, move downwards. If you want to add more to that. Okay, or if you want, you can add it inside a mockup also. Okay. Okay, now the colors, choosing the colors, it's not yet finished, right, dear sisters and brothers? Now you can just now you can even okay, this is enough, this is enough. This is not yet finished. What you have to do, you can even change the color palette as well, color of the designs. Okay, color of this one. See here, you can change something like this. Okay, come on, it's totally up to you how well you want to keep things into, right? Change it according to your wish, your need, the way you wish, like it seems good for you. Go well with that. Fine. Okay. It's not yet done. You have so many things to do here, right? It's not yet finished. Come on, finish it very beautifully. You can add your flyers, more flyers like this, or you can add a phone here, a smartphone like I had added previously, and in that smartphone you can put designs. But this is preferable, adding this in the form of the flyers. Okay, textual content is yet remaining. You can just change it and add it. Hope you all found this excellent, right? Yes, sisters and brothers, I want you all to do this, okay, and share to me after we are done. After we are done with the session. Alhamdulillah, we are done with the session. We are almost time for the class, dear sisters and brothers. Okay, I just want you all to send this design to me after you are done. Only after you're done, okay? Send this after you're done. You must take care of something that you have to finish it all. You have to write why choosers. You have to write how to put the arrow. It's over there, dear sisters. Go to the elements. Write arrow there, okay? Arrow there. Okay, type arrow there. Do not select something that is over there. And in the graphics, just see here, in the graphics, you have second one, this second one. I just put this arrow. If you want some other arrows, take some other arrows. This arrow, if you want, take this arrow. Then I just rotate it like this. Okay. Don't go with the shapes arrow. Go with the graphics arrow. Arrow in the shapes, in the graphics. Okay. So, Alhamdulillah, we are done. Take care of yourselves, dear sisters and brothers. I just want to see beautiful designs created. If you don't like red background, make sure you create it with a blue background or something like whichever you like. Okay, whichever you like, whichever background you like. And if you do not like this label, yes, this label is looking odd. This label. Okay, change that label. Okay, change that label to something else. Right? Okay, inshallah. You have to add some textual content and you must create a stunning design, inshallah. This is something that you're going to do for yourself. You must do it, inshallah. You have to share it after the class. Jazakumullah khairan kaseera. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Inshallah. Hoping forward to see you all in tomorrow's session, inshallah. Take care of yourselves. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik.